What? You said that you're gonna keep this roll?
No, we cut it off and we're gonna.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So. More getting umbre too.
Yeah, maybe go back in 5 minutes.
Yeah, maybe that. I don't know how to break this. No. Please finish the phone.
Okay, hi folks. This is Pascal Dufresne. I just finished playing challenge match with Eduardo, and went very bad for me. So I'm not going to do any commentary. I'm not going to do any comments on the previous match. Just that it was really, really bad. But we'll fight another day. But now we have Mhet Vergara. So after our match, he jumped in. He says, Eduardo, you're gonna play. And I don't know if there's any action. It's just an exhibition match or match for fun. I think they put something at stake. I'm gonna ask after. And tell you. Okay, so I missed what happened at the beginning, but Mhet has a fairly open layout right now. At this point, he doesn't really have a good break ball, but it's not a problem because he obviously has to run into something in the middle cluster to run the table. So we are in the early stage. Still up this rack. Now the question, what's the right moment to attack the center cluster? Could be right now. Mhet says he's not a straight pool player. He says he doesn't know what he's doing. Let's see. That was a timid attack on the center cluster. He didn't accomplish much. I don't think a single ball got freed, unfortunately, so. Has to be careful. There's not a ton, there's not any balls that are going at this point. I would say he has to take a stab now. I mean, I wouldn't wait. I mean, yeah. Either he try to get set up on the 10, or he take a stab at the stack, at the center stack right now. Yeah, he's gonna try to get set up on the 10. Good job. You know the problem, he has no safety balls. He has no safety ball here. So if the cue ball goes exactly between the 7 and the 6, I mean, all the energy could go in those two balls, and the cue ball could stay below all the other balls and have a difficult shot. So he should hit hard here. Yes. So he hit on the left part on the 7. It's probably the right thing to do. Still has work though, 2 clusters. Would like to see him attack the 13, 15 cluster now. I think he was trying to get set up on the 13. Still has the 13 though. Yeah, he's gonna go for it. And then he has to start thinking immediately how he's gonna get to the other cluster. Now the 15 goes. Okay. I didn't know the 15 could go. Yeah, he's kind of running out of time here. He's gonna have to do something a little wild to get to the cluster. Maybe now. So maybe he's gonna put a ton of follow and try to go one rail into it. 2 rails into it. Wow, nice job. Maybe he doesn't have much experience in straight pool, but when you can execute the shots that like the one he did just now. I mean, it helps a lot in any game. Okay, so okay, looks like he cannot break with the 7. It's nice that he's recognizing that the 7 is not a break ball. I mean, maybe he has more experience than he says. So a more beginner player will look at the 7 ball and see that it can go over the line. So I might think, oh yeah, I can break with that 7. Yeah, that's not a shot. He's gonna try to break with the 1. I mean, it can work, but he has to get pretty lucky. I mean, I think the 14 was a better break ball. It's gonna go to rail, I guess. Problem with the two-rail break here is that the cue ball is probably going to stay down the table. And he has to get lucky to get a shot. Okay, score is 14 to -1 right now for Mhet. Surprise. Very surprised he tried to go one rail. I mean, that also, if he had 0 experience in straight pool, he would not have executed that that good. I guess he learned just by watching. If you watch enough straight pool, you're gonna learn a little. That's pretty bad safety by Edward. Mhet is going for the 6 ball. I almost can guarantee it. He absolutely should. It's absolutely worth it. I mean, he's not always going to be able to continue, but I think a high percentage of the time he's gonna get something after this. So I think the cue ball is coming below the 13. No, it went on top of the 13, and he made me lie. He missed the 6. Kind of surprise.
You want my app? Because it's hard to remember like how many balls you did if you don't have a count, you know?
Right, guys. Since yeah, straight pool is kind of a dying game, so there's nothing in the house to score straight pool. There's no beats. It would be nice to have a tablet with an app on it. We don't have that. And they were going to score just by, with the red and blue scoreboard that you see on the table in the background. The problem with that is that it doesn't remember how many balls on the current rack there was when you got to the table. So sometimes when you miss, you just don't know how many balls, how many points you should give yourself. So I set up the app on my phone, the Straight Pool app, and they're gonna be able to do this better now. Okay, so the 2 is a decent break ball. Key ball should be the 8. Yeah, just get to the 5 other balls. Gonna get in between here. Oh my god, forgot to do the ball. This is the problem in straight pool. So many of the shots are easy and you take them for granted and you miss. I had a bunch of mitts at the beginning of my match, just like that. And it takes time to get you in the right mindset where the last thing you focus on is making the ball. Eduardo. Eduardo, do it for him because he doesn't have time to learn in this, you know. Okay, his current score is 22 to -1. Okay, Eduardo failed to give himself a break shot. However, he's something special about this guy. He's capable of generating incredible amount of power on on a stroke without missing. So I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to go up and down. Maybe top left spin, 2 rails back into the stack. I wouldn't be surprised at all. He put 56 on me in the match, I think. And one key element is that he was going like really hard on the break shots. And he was spreading, at least he was getting some options after the break. And a couple of times, like I'm on the full length of the table, full power, makes the ball. The amount of power he puts on the break doesn't seem to affect the miss percentage. He told me he got trained in snooker as a kid, so helps a lot with the fundamentals. Get good fundamentals as a kid, it stays. He didn't do a lot of horrible stuff. Hi, how's it going, man? He didn't do much of this kind of shots against me. I mean, played pretty tight. Okay, Mhet decided to take a stab at the stack on this shot. Probably because he had no other option. The cue ball was coming across, so he got a good result. So there's no obvious position. I think he's just going to take another stab. Oh my god. There's a bit of a struggle with the scoring app. I told Duarte just to do it for Mhet because Mhet has never used this app before. I mean, he's gonna mess up if he tries to use it. So I told Eduardo twice, just do it for him. Don't try to teach him during this match. All right, current score 22-5. Still. I think Mhet did 2 balls and foul 1 time. I think that's off, but we're gonna go by the score anyway. So I think the right shot here is play the 14, try to get below the 12 and re-break right now. I think he should have followed there to be on the bottom rail. I'm not sure what was his plan. Not follow, but just roll it. If he rolls it, he ends up on the bottom rail, and he can take a stab. Not a problem. Yeah, okay, he has the 15, but obviously he's gonna try to give himself a good angle on the 11 to get back in the stack. Okay, not bad, but I'm very surprised he went at low speed. That's not how he played against me. Okay, Mhet is already back at the table. He has the 2 on the right corner and the 7 on the left corner. Has to get set up for one of these 2 balls. Okay, as the choice, I think I would take the 7 here. Just gonna do more damage on hitting the 7. If he plays the 2 ball, he hits the 10. Yeah, that's a mistake. Now he has to come back and get set up on the 7. I think that was a mistake. I mean, I think if he plays on the 7, he hits the 6. Comes back. The cue ball comes back on the 13. He moves every ball. Now look at that. He's taking a very missable shot in the side pocket. Oh no, he's doing the 4 in the corner. So the struggle was not necessary. Absolutely not. Still has work now. Put some sort of inside spin here. Maybe he was hoping to create a break ball with the 5. He has to be concerned with the break shot at this point. Miscue. Okay, doesn't have to be concerned anymore. That was not a foul. That was a legal shot. No, Eduardo, being the good player that he is, he's not too sure what he's going for here. Poke himself on the lip. Doesn't have the 10. Probably the best break ball is the 5 here. Like I said before, he's very good at generating power without missing. So now is the 1 an option. It's a little low, but I think he can hit the. I think he can hit the stack with the 1. Okay, he's gonna nail this bank. If he can manage to pocket that 7 with an inside spin, get pretty straight on the 10, that would be really nice. Oh my God, he dogged it. Anyway, didn't get, yeah. I think would have been a little difficult to stay for the 1. Yeah. So Mhet is gonna want to be mostly straight on the 10. You don't want to be completely straight, but you want to go. You want to be mostly straight. That's pretty good. A little too much maybe, but he should be able to hold it. But it's a stroke. It's a speed kill. No. Like some kind of a drag shot to stay for the break on the 1. Very nice. Okay. So Eduardo went for get a drink, and Mhet got permission to keep shooting, and he's gonna. Oh, Mhet is putting inside spin here. I think it's a way to avoid the scratch. Apparently he can do the two ball. If he spins it, okay, he get a throw shot. He's on the 5. I think he has a little angle, can get on the stack right away. I think he should. Like full power. Yeah, full power, man. If you have an angle, I'm not sure how much angle he has. Yes. He has at least the 7 in the corner, maybe the 14. He has the 12, even though it's a 10 angle and sends the cue ball up the table. Really not good in the current situation. So it's like the 14 at the very limit of what's doable. He's not sure. Okay. Yeah, he didn't give much thought about his next ball though. Yeah, that's a big sin. I think he was trying to draw for the 4 in the left corner, left top corner. And it's jacked up over the 12, so yeah, there's no good option. He has to make this very difficult putt. And then the struggle will continue. At best, he's gonna have the 10 ball in the corner. That's looks good. Nope. Okay, let's update the score. 32-12. Nice spin by Edward. That shot he just did is not in my repertoire of shots. Trying to control a forward spin. pockets are very stingy. Most places I'm playing this is in. Playing straight point at diamond is a little frustrating, but I think it's good for the game. It's good for the game that there are more misses. Sometimes when you go at the pro level, like the very best player in the world, it's not that rare that one player just runs out from the break of his opponent. Especially when they're playing in big pockets. So I think Mhet has to preserve the 8 ball for a break shot. So, which means he would need to get set up on the 15 another way, or maybe run into the 7 just now and hope for a good result. Or he can go above the cluster and try to get on the 15 in the bottom left corner. Let's see what he does. Second option. Got above the cluster, set up on the 15, and things are looking good now. Yes, 15, 9, 7 in the side pocket. Might go for the 6 in the side pocket now. He's gonna roll forward at very slow speed. No, completely wrong. He's going around. It's funny. I felt he could. The other plan was just to play slow and take the 6 in the side pocket. He saw things differently. Don't think he wanted to catch a 7 that tick. If he wants to land on the 8 for a break shot, you have to take the 7 in the bottom right corner. That's what he's looking at. Eduardo asked Mhet, do you know what happened if you take the 8 now? What happened with the 7 in the triangle? And Mhet knew right away. So he knows the rule. He must have played a couple of times at least before. Yes, NYC Ben, we're gonna update the score now. Current score is he's gonna get a break shot. Nice job, Mhet. Okay, I'm gonna update the score as soon as they update it. We're keeping the scores in 3 different places right now. They're scoring on my phone first, then they're updating the physical scoreboard, and then I'm updating the tablet here for the stream. Thank you. Hey. Thank you. It looks like Mhet is playing center ball. He did a controlled break shot with a little bit of a forward spin. Got a very good result. Okay, let's update the score. 40 to 14. Not sure why. He overdid the side spin. Now the angle is pretty shallow. He wanted to get in the stack, but I think he hit the rail first. I think that's what happened. Instead of hitting the ball first, he hit the rail first. That just doesn't result at the same angle. Now he has to take a long shot to keep his run alive, and he has no guaranteed ball. Center pocket, but the cue ball decided to marry the 1, and he has the 10 of the table. The struggle continues, but he should definitely explore his safety options there. I think he called it 10, and in this table, yeah, he has to hit it almost perfect. And I think it's like maybe 20% to make this. He missed by a third of a diamond. Scratch. Was really not worth it, Mhet. If you hear this, and Eduardo is doing what I told him not to do. Try to teach Mhet how to use that app now. Mhet, that was a really bad shot, that 10 ball. I'm not sure what's Edward's plan here. I know the 2 doesn't go, the 13 goes. Yes. Okay, get back on the 11, makes sense. So watch him play like the power shot. Oh, he did it control this time. He's looking at the 7 now, but not. I don't think the surgery can work here because he has to leave the 12 ball where it is. Meaning to do the 4, he cannot really do the 4, so he has to run into them and decided to do it one rail. I'm not sure if the 6 goes. If the 6 goes, he's in decent shape. If the 6 doesn't go, I would say he doesn't get on a break shot this time. Okay. He has abandoned his break shot, his break ball. He's just hoping for anything at this point. Can break with the 6. Yes. Just okay, I think. So since the beginning of the stream, I've been talking to you about the power break shot of Edward. I think we're gonna see it this time. New score 43 to 24. Okay, that was a successful break shot. I think he deserved it. He has a shot on the 13. He deserved it. I mean, he hit that well. This is something I noticed in our match. I have to be able to generate more power on the break shots. Because he has such a big advantage over me. If every time he breaks, he get a much better spread than I am. I mean, than me. I mean, his runs are always going to be longer. But on most break shot, I get a little timid. I'm afraid if I swing too hard, I'm gonna lose my line and miss the ball. So I have to fix that in my game definitely. Stop being timid on the break shots. Okay, so there was like this nasty obstruction on the left side, 1358. He's working on it now. I think he should take the 3 here. I mean, it's a fairly easy shot. I think the right shot was the 3. He's gonna. He has the 8 to get on the 3. That's okay, but I still think that that was the right moment. I mean, the other balls were fairly open. And okay, somebody telling me to speak closer to the mic. Okay, is this better now? Tassin? So after our match, Ed told me he's gonna rejoin the New York Crew Club. So I'm looking forward to play him in the league in the future. Okay, I was a little distracted. Looks like he didn't have a shot. So he just decided to give a long shot to Mhet, which is not a bad idea. Again, we're playing a diamond. Playing on a diamond table. And the felt is fairly old, fairly sticky. So those shots along the rail, you cannot touch the rail much higher, far from the pocket, and still hope for the ball to get in. Okay, Ed is going for the combo, successful. It's gonna push one of the break ball away. I'm not sure if the one is in. I think no, it's in. The one it's in. He doesn't have a break ball right now. He can break with the 5 in the side pocket. He had a break shot like that during our match. It was successful, if I remember correctly. He can also play very soft here and hope to push the one not too far. Yeah, it's a little far, but it's a break shot. I mean, he did like what was possible. I mean, you don't want to play softer than when he played. I should have said he couldn't play softer. Now he's gonna try to get on the 5 in the side pocket. Actually in the corner. And very nice work by Edward. Remember, he didn't have a couple of balls ago before the end. No, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, with only a few balls to go, he didn't have a break shot. He manufactured his break ball, got on it. Really nice work. I'm gonna lead the score now. I think they both made a couple of balls this rack. Did they? Or 43-38? No, it's 14. No. Edward made a few balls. Ran out of option. He baited Mhet. Mhet took the bait. And Edward was right back at the table. And now he has a break shot that he manufactured. But he's going to miss this break ball. Let's see what Mhet can do now. So right away, he only has the 6. The cue ball's going somewhere in the stack. So might not be the right thing to do, but I would just take a stab right now. Accept the randomness and try to make the most out of it. Okay, so he got set up on the one, but Kane owner, rack your own. Ew, it's pretty standard now in a straight pool scene in New York. I think at Amsterdam, the Amsterdam League, they rack your own. At the club, at the New York Crew Club, we, at least in the advanced division, we do rack your own. The places I play is rack your own. Now we have a better idea like what's kind of a straight pool player Mhet is. He's trying to be more methodical. He doesn't seem like he's the kind of guy to bang the clusters hard. Sorry guys, I didn't notice the score were reversed. I thought you were just asking to update the score, but the score were on the wrong person. Sorry about that. So before this strike, the score was 43-38. Mets putting a little run in now. So when you're watching YouTube videos and they tell you which stock to buy, they always say this is not financial advice. So I'm gonna have a disclaimer of my own and say this is not whatever I say is not professional advice. Like earlier, I said Met should have attacked the stack on the sixth ball. I'm not sure that was the right shot. That was the right way to proceed, the correct way to proceed. But anyway, he decided to go more methodical and you know, managed to spread the ball, and it looks poised to get a very good break shot with the 12. So 5-11-10. No, he makes me lie again. I think I would have taken the 11 in the top right corner now. Oh. Very nice. Maybe a couple of inches more would have been better. But he has enough angle to do some damage. Okay, that was all Mhet this rack. 57-38. Too bad that Edward missed that break shot. He looks like he was putting a little run together. Okay, decided to smash this one pretty hard. Got rewarded. Notice he didn't lose the cue ball. One way to attack the stack here is to get on the 2 ball. Yes, that's what he did. Again, I'm not sure this is the right shot, but I would attack the stack here. Slam the 2 ball, the side pocket really hard. Try to send the cue ball between the 15 and the 14. But that's not what Mhet's gonna do. I thought that's why he wanted to. Yeah, he's looking at the 2 ball here. See, I don't know what's. So he's putting inside spin. He's gonna try to get on the 7 next. See, that's my problem here. That's why I like the 2. He needed to do some kind of surgery with like inside spin and get back on the 11 for a more standard like re-break, but he was on the 2. The break shot was there. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna state the score now. Mhet is at 60, Eduardo at 38. Right, so Edward is gonna use the 1 ball to re-break. Would be nice if you can get on the inside of the 15. Just got it the outside. Move only 2 balls. But that should be good. The 15 is a re-break now. Take the 15, Edward. Think he's gonna try to get the 15 for his break ball, but I'm not sure you have time for that, buddy. 9 goes. If the 9 goes, okay, but see, now he's gonna lose his break ball anyway. I mean, I think he's running into the 4, which gonna run into the 5, and he's gonna push the break ball. See, okay, got replaced. See, he's pretty much. You have to be thick enough on the 7 to stay for the 3 in the same bottom right corner. I don't know. See, that's why I thought he should have spread these balls earlier. Even if it meant like taking the only break shot he had at this point, because, you know. Okay, now it's how does he get to the 4? That's the problem. So remember earlier he had the chance to break the center cluster with the break ball, the 5. Oh no, that was the 15 I think before. And he passed on it, and now he's still trying to make things happen, and he ran out of time here. try to stay, but fairly certain the 13 is inside the rack, so he has to come up with some push it inside maybe. No, or maybe. Okay, Duarte, nice job. You are at 52, right? By the way, public announcement, if you're a straight pool player with a good level, I'm looking for opponents these days. If you want to set up a little match, contact me, and yeah, we'll make it happen at Karam, at the club, or elsewhere. Pascal Dufresne is speaking. Second break shots in a row that Edward misses. I really wish he did that against me. Okay, current score 60-49. Mhet is back at the table. Can re-break with the 5 ball. Keep the 15 as his break shot. There's no reason to wait here. There's no traffic down the table, so get set up as soon as possible, Mhet. To re-break with the 5. Okay, if he has the angle on the 4, I would re-break right after this. No reason to wait. Okay, nice. He did that well. He got pretty close. Doesn't look like he can miss this. He can afford to hit really hard here. No, Mhet. I don't understand why he did that. That was a power shot. I mean, he was like, up against 7 ball and he hit like at slow speed. I think because the angle was shallow, I probably felt he wouldn't do much damage, so it was worth trying at least. It's gonna catch the corner, and Edward's right back at the table. All right, current score is 65-49 for Mhet. Okay, so the 5 is no longer there to re-break. What are Eduardo's options? He decided to attack now, which was a little risky. I think he has the three-way combo. Very high success percentage. He's gonna go for it. I like that he's taking his time. There's no easy combo. There's definitely no easy three-way combos. And he made it. It's going forward. I think he's gonna try to get position on the 15 right now. Or the 7, if the 7 goes at all. He's on the 15. Okay, so 15. Then I guess 9, 6, 7, 14. I think my way was slightly better, but it's fine. Only draw a few inches here. Don't run the risk of getting too straight on it. Okay, maybe this time we're gonna see like a real power break shot by Edward. What I've been talking since the beginning of the stream. Mark it. Mark it with a chalk, Edward. Edward misses last two break shot. Can he redeem himself? Yeah, this is straight pool experience. The scratch was definitely there from this angle. Hitting the bottom of the third ball. Update the score 65 to 57 for Mhet. I think Mhet wanted to get set up on the two ball to re-break, but he got the speed very wrong, very wrong. And now he's gonna be in damage control for the next 2-3 shots. He's probably hoping to, still hoping to re-break with the two ball, but there's no good ball to get on it now. So maybe he's going for it now. No, he wants to get on the 4. Maybe he does the 4 and try to come down with the 13. And then re-break with the 2. That's the best plan I see right now. Yeah, I think that's what he should do. Like 4, 13, get set up to re-break with the 2 ball. No, messed it up. He needed to be straight on that 13. Now it's... I don't know what he has now. Maybe the 3 ball can go. Okay, so he got on the 2, but he's not re-breaking, so... So now maybe he's gonna try to re-break with a kick on the bottom rail, but it's gonna be pretty weak. Cannot... Ah, he missed the ball. Okay. Current score is 70-57 for Mhet. Eduardo still has Eduardo. I don't know why I always call him Eduardo. His name is Edward. Still has some work to do here. Probably would like to run into them now, but he has to preserve the 3 ball, so what is he going to do here? I'm confused. That's his last break ball. He didn't even think about it. Doesn't look like he has an alternate plan. I mean. All right, take the combo. That's the plan. Take the combo and leave the 10 as a break ball. No, sorry, I cannot judge the angle from here. But yeah, so he pushed the 10 in the break ball. Just have to find a good moment to do this 9 ball. And now it would work. It's gonna put a lot of follow, get set up for the 2 in the left side pocket, or the 15. Okay, great work by Eduardo. I mean, I doubted him for a moment, but he definitely had a sound plan to get the result that he's getting right now. Really, really nice break ball. All right, Eduardo. Edward, not Eduardo, Edward. Now, if you remember, Edward was unsuccessful at his last 3 break shots, 2 misses, 1 scratch. Let's see what happens now. Almost caught up with Mhet now, 66. Let's see if he used the legendary power that I told you about since the beginning. Almost another scratch. Wow, okay. No easy balls. He's very thin on that 2 ball. The cue ball's gonna fly around the table. Okay, wasn't that bad. 15. I don't know what's his plan for the future, but just take this occasion to do the 7 and the 6. That's what he's gonna do. Actually, he got a good angle to the 9. He's gonna try to re-break now. I'm not sure it's gonna work. Okay, that was his plan. Get on the 5. Oh my god. Why so soft? Got a good result though. Because the 13 goes by the 11. Then he can take the 11. Might be better to go up the table for the 15, the 14 right now. Is he going to keep it for last? Looks like it. Well, nice work. If this really what he wanted to do, send the cue ball between the 3 and the 6. I mean, wow, okay. And wasn't careful enough. He shot that last ball very fast. Looks like he sees just enough of the 9 ball to make it in the corner. Speed is so important here. Decided to go back and forth. And he was gonna land pretty much perfect. Nice work. Okay, let's update the score. Edward has jumped ahead. It is now 72 for Mhet and 77 for Edward. Okay, let's see what kind of spin Mhet is gonna put on this. I'm not sure myself what's the right thing to do here. But again, I would probably get timid and only hit half speed. Okay. So you put some forward spin to keep the cue ball down, avoid a scratch in the side. So if you look, there's a cluster in the middle of 6 balls. The key is the 10. Can do the 10 and spread that cluster, but before Mhet gets there, you should clean up around the cluster as much as possible. Do all the balls in the open, the 5, 13, 11, 4. And then maybe use the 14 to get on the 10 to break. Okay, so he had the right. He landed right on the 6 to re-break. He decided to do it now. Could have gone wrong, but he's okay as the 15. So now I believe the 8 goes in the bottom left pocket. Yeah, I'm not sure here. Not sure he should send the cue ball into this cluster. Looks like this is what he's doing. Could lose his break ball. Or completely hook himself. That was the wrong shot. It was the wrong shot because he could do the 8 in the corner and spread the ball without putting his break ball into danger. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm right here. That was the wrong shot. And the other advantage of breaking the last small cluster with the 8 is that it would send the balls down the table in the bottom right part of the table where there's no other balls. Let's see, he hits this harder while he's doing is pushing the 13, 9, and 8 closer to the 4, 10 and creating more problem, likely. All right, so Eduardo has the 7, but it's a full table length shot. think he's gonna go for it. There's most likely a reward here. He's gonna get on something if he makes the 7, so he should go for it. I think he's a big favorite to make it. Of course, commentator Jinx. Current score is Mhet 78, Eduardo 77. Edward, not Eduardo, Edward. I think Mhet should decide right now what he's gonna do for the break. Those 3 balls on the left side are pretty bad to break, so I should go for a backdoor break shot with the 12 and the 4 as the key ball. 7 goes past the 14, so he's a little bit of trouble here, but I think he should draw here a little bit and take the 7. I don't understand why, if he was going to take the 7 next, why not do like a stuff shot and be closer to the 7? I think he should take the 7 instead of the 14. He has to free the pad for the 1 ball. Yeah, nice Veritin on the... Yeah, I think he should have taken the 7. I mean, that's the key ball here. Need a good swing. Zigzag back on top of the 1. Gonna miss the 7. And now it's interesting because if Eduardo can take the combo here and make the 12, make the combo, leave the 1 in front of the pocket, and then do the 12, that would be a much better break shot than the 12, backdoor 12. Yeah, I would roll the 1 at slow speed. He's putting some inside spin. He wants to get on the 12. That's why he's putting inside spin here. Just a little too hard. No. He overdid this twice. He overdid it for... Maybe his plan was actually to break with the 12, leave the 1 in front of the pocket, but like I said, if you can have a ball in the jaws, that's a good break ball. That's an excellent break ball because you can cut it at pretty much any angle you want and do a 1 rail break. Current score is 84 for Eduardo, 75 for Mhet, 79 for Mhet. He's gonna send the cue ball up the table. 10 to 12 and send the cue ball up the table. Problem with that is that he leaked 2 balls. He cut the 12 too thick. And he gave the 13 to Mhet. If Mhet could make this spot, could jump back in the lead right away. By the way, guys, they're going to 125. They're not going to 150. I know the scoreboard says 150, but they're going to 125. And Darwin is not here, so I'm not sure how to fix that. Okay, I think I got it. Nice job, Mhet. And he's going to get the re-break right away on the 11. It's a little more difficult for Mhet because he's not very tall and he has to go from the side and he's going to miss because of that. See, both me and Eduardo, we could have reached from the end of the table, but that's not possible for Mhet. And he had to be in this awkward position, bending over the side, and that's what cost him this. It's probably the match, huh? I mean, if he can make this ball, I mean, it's probably puts 14 in, and we're close to the finish line at this point. Mm. There are a couple of problems Eduardo needs to work on. The 4 ball is obstructed on both sides, I think. So he has to do the 3 first before he can make the 4 in the bottom left pocket, or could also make the 4 in the side pocket on the right. He also needs to make the 9 before makes the 6. That's on the left side. And the 2-11. Should really take a break now and think carefully about what sequence is gonna do next, because there's a lot of work left here, especially if the 4 doesn't go in the bottom left pocket. Okay, he's aiming, looks like it goes, so he's not in such bad shape. Maybe he could have taken the 2 here, because time is running out. Instead, he's gonna take something that I think was his last break ball. He can break with the 6, but it's not really not ideal. Not sure what's the plan here. Okay, that's nice. That's fixed one of the things he had to fix. But now what does he break with? 6, I guess. And if he can get straight on the 9 at the end, the 6 is a good break ball. But he has to be straight. Good lord. All right. That was a nice gamble. It's gonna pay if he can make the next pot. He has the If he doesn't want to take his break ball, he has the choice between 3 difficult shot. Making the 9's pretty difficult, making the 1 up the table is difficult. And making this 2 ball is also difficult because it could lead to a scratch. And yeah, missed the ball and he scratched. Okay. Okay, let's update the score. Current score is Edward 88, Mhet 85. Let me put the ball. We're going to 125. I think I managed to fix it. Yeah, 125. Mhet got the permission to keep shooting while Eduardo was going to the bathroom. It's nice to see people trusting each other these day and age. Let's see if Mhet opts for just getting straight on the 2 and doing a backspin, or going 2 rails up the table. Okay, he's gonna draw straight. He doesn't want to overdo this, underdo this by too much. And yeah, he underdid it. He's straight on the 6. I don't think he can get any damage here. How straight? Easy. He has a tiny, tiny angle. Just enough to maybe extract 1 ball. Wow, score is 88-88. Again, I'm not sure what I'm saying is right, but I think the shot was to draw here. Like it very hard draw, like not full draw, just like a little bit below the center, and hope you have a shot on the other side. I think the 7 goals in the bottom left pocket. So that could be one way to proceed. Just roll a little bit forward. And yeah, do the 7 in the bottom left and try to hit the stack. Other than that, I'm not sure what there is. And Edward was probably a little fatigued. Edward is probably a little fatigued at this point. Again, very questionable decision by Net. It's not the, I don't know what he was trying to do with this. Long shot, jacked up. Don't think he's a favorite to make this shot. He's even going to miscue. And Edward is right back up at the table. Didn't pay a big price for his miss. Okay, what's your plan, Edward? Do you take time to decide exactly what you wanted to do here? Okay. Just decided that was the right time to you know, send a missile into the center cluster. Got a pretty big spread. One tiny little problem to fix and you should be out. And that problem is the 813 at the center of the table. I mean at the bottom of the table, like 813. Okay, took a stab at it now, but he might have left himself only. He always has the 15 on the side, so he's gonna be okay for now. Score is Mhet 89 before this run of Edward. Score is 89 to 88. He was a little concerned for his break ball for a moment. Or not to have a shot on the 8, and that happened. Doesn't have a shot on the 8, has to go back and forth. On the 5, he's gonna shoot fast and miss. Yeah. We're getting late at night. Cost a couple of missed to both players. And now, current score is 98 for Edward. 98 for Edward. And 89 for Mhet. Okay, swing that to rail. Get the break shot and run out. Mhet, you can do it, I'm sure. Perfecto. Let's update the score. 98 for Edward, 91 for Mhet. Yes. So he's hitting the first ball, the one ball. I think it hit hard here. I think it's pretty safe. I assume he's not going to miss this. So he can hit hard, but he's overstretched though. Okay, so I decided to do a well-measured speed, knowing he's gonna have to re-break later, and that's fine. Okay, so he did put some inside spin to get on the 8. I'm not sure why. Seems like he would have made more sense to remove the 9 for now and try to maybe get on the 8 after. So now he has to take a fairly difficult. What is he doing now? Combo 11. What is he doing? 3-way combo. Oh, he sneaked the 11 past the 9. Could have easily gone wrong. Almost went wrong. Okay, he's gonna remove the 9 now. It doesn't lead to anything though. I mean, he can do a stop shot and give himself the 6 in the other pocket on the other side of the table. Oh my god, he got exactly perfect for the 2 ball. I guess that wasn't a good shot because if he doesn't land good, he can take the 6 in the corner. So almost missed again. Okay. Gonna take the one now because he's not straight on the 3 ball. The one is right there. He's out of the woods now. Oh my god, he touched the inside of I think he's gonna draw to take the 10 now. And the bottom, yeah. Okay. It's gonna have to commit at this point, either the 13 or the 15. Clear choice. Run forward on 13, take the 7 in the side. Power break shot. See, he just realized he's gonna be overstretched again. He doesn't like it. If he go back 30 seconds in the pass, I think he would follow the cue ball a little more, so that he has more angle on the 7 and can push the cue ball closer to the top of the table. Okay, instead he went one rail, and I think he got the position he wanted on the cue ball. That he can mid-table, he can be very comfortable. So I think Mhet is gonna be out here. I'm gonna make a prediction. I mean, he has a very good break shot here, and he's gonna need less than a rack after that. He's gonna need 14, 6 balls if he runs those 14 balls of this rack. Okay, he nailed the break shot center pocket. Again, he went at the very well measured pace. He's not a smasher. We have learned that about Mhet tonight. Yeah, I think he got on the 5. Gave himself the most angle he could, because I think he's gonna attack now. He's looking where the cue ball's going. The one ball is there, and I like to think he always going to have at least the one ball after this break. If it's between the 6 and the 11, he should have the one. Let's see how hard it's. Yes, and he does have the 1 and the 11 and the 12. Okay. He should decide right away how he's gonna get to the cluster at the center. He solved this other. He just solved the other problem, the 7-11. They were too close together. Now the big thing is how he gets to the 14, 13, and 10 cluster while keeping the 6, which is a break ball, I believe. He also has the 11 as a break ball, so it's very close. I'm not sure the 6, maybe the 6 go past the 2 ball in the bottom right corner. So that I'm not sure. So without this information, I'm not sure what to command there. Okay, got a good angle and 7 to go into it. I think he's gonna go into it now. The scratch is on. Okay, not bad. He lost one of the break ball, but he created the 14. Okay, so what now? 13, 10, 2, 11, 8. Is that it? I think he's gonna draw for the 8 on the same pocket that he's doing the 10 now. Oh, but he hit that 8 ball. Okay, he has the 8 in the side. It's not over. He can complete. He's almost completely straight on this 8 ball. He's gonna draw, but he could also follow and take the 2 next. I think he has to put some inside spin here to get what he wants. Yeah, he's putting a lot of inside spin. He's aiming to put a big dose of inside spin. Wants to get straight on the 11. Okay, he's not too far from straight, so he can go one rail and get a pretty good break shot, and it's probably gonna be over. I mean, very nice. 119 to 98 for Mhet. You're going to 150? Okay. All right, looks like they changed their mind again, and they're going to 150, so I'm gonna put back 150. We're not done, guys. So the score is 119 to 98. Mhet needs 31, so 2 racks plus 3 ball from the next rack after that. He put some inside spin again. I'm not sure why he's doing that. I think he wants the cue ball to stay down the table. I mean, it's. I'm gonna ask him after. Okay, he's gonna come up with some kind of safety. I would be perfectly fine with catching, playing very soft, catching the two ball very thin, and putting the cue ball on the bottom rail. I think that's fine. That's also okay. That's fine. Actually, it's better than fine. I mean, I'm looking at what option Edward has, and it's not much, huh? I think he's gonna have to do some safety battle judo here if he wants to. I don't see anything. It's so he should really take a foul here. Do some judo, like I said. Safety battle judo. So it looks like he's considering just sending the cue ball up the table, but that's not good because Mhet is gonna have the 7 and he's making it very often. Unless he can put the cue ball exactly on the rail, but it's very difficult, so. See, I think this is missing from Edward's game. He's just going to push the cue ball up the table, but it's not worth much. He should take a foul here, move something, try to navigate into a situation where he has a save. So now that's a foul, and anyway, Mhet has the 7. So Edward, if you're listening to this, you should have taken a foul here. Try to come up with a plan to push a ball out of the way to maybe give you a decent safety. All right, so Mhet is back on schedule now. I think he can come back for the 7, for the 10 in the same pocket. He's gonna do the 7 now, right away. So come back. Yes, that's what he's doing. Break shot now. So he's hitting pretty much all the balls here. Cue ball first going to hit the 3. It's gonna move the 13 and then hit the 15. It's gonna the 8 and the 11 and then finish on the 9. That's gonna move the 3 other balls. So I don't think there's any risk of a scratch. We should go hard here. Hit hard, Mhet. I'm not sure why. I'm not saying that was bad. It's just he hit that like maybe 70% of the optimal speed, I thought. You know, I say that because he came fairly close not to have a shot here. If he hits that like harder, you know, I think the cue ball pops out free. Ah, too bad. Mhet was on a good run here. Okay, nice job by Edward getting on this 12 on the right side to give himself a nice break shot. Now, can he gauge the speed correctly? Yes, he can. Okay, current score 124 for Mhet, 106 for Edward. He's hitting the top of the third ball here, so not to worry about the scratch, I think. Got a decent spread, but I don't think he has an easy shot. Is the 11 on in the side pocket? He's looking at it. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Maybe. Yes, no. No. then that's it, Edward. You have to take the 15 if you want to keep going at this. Yes, no, yes, no, maybe. You can spin it. Is that the plan here? It's gonna spin it, throw it in. You overspin it. Oh boy. So I needed just a little more angle. So he put a little bit of spin on the cue ball to make up for what was missing, and he overdid it, and he missed on the other side of the pocket. All right, looks like he's going in right now. He does have the 7 somewhat as a safety ball, but maybe he's not seeing it after this. Oh my God, he missed the shot. Didn't put the right spin on the cue ball. Yeah, they changed their mind twice. I fixed it. Yeah. Okay, we're at 125 for Mhet, 107 for Edward. Edward is back at the table after another unfortunate miss by Mhet. Not sure what Edward is thinking right now. Maybe just, yeah, get out, reassess. But he grossly overdid it, sent Sun the cue ball far up the table. And now, if he wants to do the 4, the 13, that's cool, but he would be jacked up. So I think he can sneak in the 2. That's what he's aiming at. He's gonna make the 2. Like you see, it's all open right now except this unfortunate cluster of the table to F15. He has to get to this at some point, but when? All the balls are pretty far, right? So okay, nice shot. He's actually has 3 break ball now, but that's not the main problem. It's really about getting on the 12-15 here. I don't think he's concerned with the right stuff here. He's only looking at the balls down the table like he's out, but he's trying to get it on. Yeah, he's looking at it. He'll try to get on the No, what are you doing, Edward? There's an emergency here. Don't wait until the last ball. That's it. Now he has no way to get up the table. Other than taking his last break ball. That's pretty bad. Okay, he finally got on the 12, but I don't think the 9 is a break. Maybe if he plays slow, he can maybe catch the top ball, but this is... Yeah, like I said before, it's getting late. Guys are a little tired. I mean, you're gonna have like a couple of misses like that here and there. Okay, that was a 10 ball run. Current score 125 Mhet, 117. Edward. So I think we're looking at a pretty much a stop shot here. Then he's gonna spin on the 12. Oh my God, he twisted. His entire body twisted at the moment. I think he should use the same plan. Do the 15 first. You know, maybe come back about where the cue ball is right now. And do the 12 with a lot of spin. That's not enough. I mean, needed to be past the cue ball out of the kitchen. He can still get a good position, but it would have been simpler to be thinner on the 12. Now he's has to go forward and to manage to control. No, it's gonna be straight on the 9. I think he has a little bit of angle. Okay, that's a good shot. Well done. With a good amount of inside spin, he can get to the 14 in the same pocket. Okay, he opted to stay on this side. If you see things, I mean, you got a very favorable spread here. can just like stop shot here or draw like an inch and re-break immediately. Unless he has more angle than I thought. Yeah, yeah. Don't. I thought he was straight. He was not straight. So he went around. Now he has the 13. Well, he's gonna take the 8, try to set himself up a little better. Not sure it's. Oh, he's gonna miss. Yeah, at this point, guys are tired, so whoever can keep it together the best. So I like breaking right now with the 13. Do the combo. Because the way the 8 is, it's more easy. That would be to do the 13 if the 8 was not there. Yeah. Matt, if you're listening to this, the right shot was to send the 13 on the 8. Because the pocket is even bigger. Okay, looks like Matt is gonna be alright here. He's gonna be out anyway, but definitely the combo was the shot here. Because of the place, the exact location of the 8 ball makes the pocket even bigger. What I mean is the shot is easier than if the 8 was not there and he was just potting the 13 straight. Mm. See, looks like he's aiming at the 12. Not sure what the next ball is though. Okay, he's gonna spin around for the 4. Let's try not to get out of line again, okay? I think I like the 5 next. This is good either. I mean, this is good also. Maybe 10, 13, and then the 5. 10, 13, 10, 15, and then the 5. Sorry, 15 is the break ball. I think I'm 10 tired also, so. No, the 15 is the break ball. Yeah, it's not going to be a nice finish here. He's He's gonna be 10 on the 7, right? Then somehow he has to. Somehow he has to come back for the 2 after this. He's going one rail. Yeah, one rail. Okay, like I said, he's 10 on the 7. How does he go? To land for the 2 now. Very hard to control. Yeah, I think the lesson is that the 7 balls should have been taken care of before. I mean, you don't want to be the 7 ball to be one of your last 2 balls. Right, the ball just before the key ball. You have to be straight on the key ball. Okay, so he did put some inside spin. I mean, if he has a little angle, as long as he's not straight, he's fine here. Okay, very nice. Okay, score update. Mhet 135, Edward 123.
Lo único que analizo más allá en el negocio fue de que puso una mesa palo. El palo. Esa mesa. Una DAI que viene así.
So if you notice, there was Mhet needed 15. This is 15 on the table. He doesn't need a break shot. But he does need to open these clusters though. Alright, so he's a little disgusted here, but I'm not too sure what was the plan. I mean, okay, so it looks like this only option now is the 3 in the upper pocket. Wants to land for the 8. Really nice. Overdid it a little, but I'm not sure what he can. Can he hit the 5 after he makes the? Is the 13 doable or? I don't think the 13 is open because he would take it. So it's the 8. And I'm not too sure he can hit the 5. If he sends like the cue ball in the void, he has no hope to get a shot, I think. Is he hitting something? Yes. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, he cut the 8 so thick that maybe. Yeah, no matter what, looks like he was going to hit the bottom of the 5. He just missed the shot. Unfortunately, that's gonna be another miss for Edward. He also had the 6 down the table. I think he took it because he felt it was not leading to anything. But now what's interesting is that Mhet has all the balls on the table. Again, since Edward didn't do any ball, didn't make any ball. And Mhet just hooked himself right away. I mean, he can make this 6 with a little masse, I think. He's gonna try to come up with a save, but the 8 ball is gonna be on no matter what. Just hoping it's gonna be difficult enough for Edward to miss, but okay. No, it is tough. I mean, he's pretty much on the rail, even though there's a pocket there. It's slightly uncomfortable. Okay, so Mhet still has the ball on the table to be out this rack. Okay. Take your time. This is missable. Take your time. Don't think he has anything. The 5? Yeah, the 5 is on. Okay, so looks like he's gonna be out. Only little problem to fix still is the 11-14 cluster. He needs both ball. And this is the perfect moment. If he opens these 2 balls, get any kind of shot, he's fine. He's out. And bingo. Think he has a 14 up the table. Okay, needs 5. Needs 4. Actually, I would take the 12 here. Does Mhet know he doesn't need any more? Doesn't he doesn't need a break ball. I don't think he knows. He should take the 12 here. And just took a risk for no reason. Could have done the 12, 1-6, and then keep this ball up the table for last.
Non le applicazioni, hombre, tutto in un macro. Questa è l'applicazione. Non l'applicazione, che se duerme.
And it will cost him.
Matt, you know you don't need a break ball here. You only need 3.
Oh shit, you're right.
You don't need a break ball. So instead of taking the ball up the table, you should have taken the 12 and
So I just told Mhet, I don't know. I don't know why I did that, like for the torture. I just informed him that he didn't need to keep the 12 there. He could have taken the 12, 6-1, and keep the ball up the table for last. And he's like pulling his hair. And Edward is more than capable to run the 27 he needs, especially if there's a break ball right there. It's even worse because Mhet kept the break ball for Edward, where he should have taken it out like as soon as possible. But turns out that Edward messed up on getting the break shot, so current score is 1. Hey, what's the score, guys? That's not 139. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of my thing. It's 147 to 123. 125, sorry. 147 to 125. Okay, so you didn't see the best of Edward this match. Okay, so we're back at it. Mhet needs 3, but unfortunately, he doesn't have 3 open balls. He has just one chance to create an opening. One chance. Oh, seems like he thinks the 13 is is wired for the corner, leaning on the 8. Is that what he's saying? No. Oh no, I think he says he wanted to get the cue ball. What is he doing? He's gonna bang. He's gonna kick the no bang the 4 in the other pocket. Almost was very close. Okay. So Met needs to at this point. I don't know why they stop updating the physical scoreboard. Should be 48. Yes. This guy's gonna be it finally. Looks like Edward didn't believe in it too much at the end. Okay, final score 150 to 125 for Met. This is Pascal Dufresne. Thank you for watching. Thanks a lot to Matt and Darwin for setting this up for me and Edward. Yeah, Matt is I don't know why he's laughing. Yeah, tell us what you think in the comment. If you like watching the straight pool matches once in a while. And yeah, good night, everybody.